Welcome to Party Poker Premier League Poker. Every player has now played 2 league matches and things are really hotting up. In action this evening, Phil Hellmuth and defending champion Juha Helppi desperate for points. Defending champion Juha Helppi has yet to get going. And last year's points leader Phil Hellmuth has barely been on the board.
What the fuck, man? I mean,
Is it possible he's only quack and hot air?
I think when you put the great players in a corner, somehow they get out of the corner. They think they're going to beat me every time? When you put the great players' backs against the wall, they come out fighting. What do you think I am, an empty seat? Let's see what happens.
Every Premier League poker player has played 2 matches, and Tony G is Titanic on top of the world with 18 points. Andy Black and Roland DeWolf still going well with their wins in the promotional zone, 9 points apiece, and Eddie Scharf with 8. The 3 of them are all in action today, so there'll be some jockeying at the top. In the playoff zone, Kravchenko with 8 points, Vicky Korin and Annie Duke, 2 good results apiece, and Marcel Lusk with 6 points as well. But the relegation zone, it could be do or die for Phil Hellmuth. He's in action today, as is Ian Fraser and Juha Helppi. They either have to get busy living or get busy falling. And the Devilfish, he's got to get his head together and get his game in gear.
I don't care, 1 with King High.
Premier League Poker, this is heat number 5, and the drama is set. Will Roland DeWolf come back from his bagel? He's still in the promotional zone with 9 points, but the 2 desperate men on the table, Phil Hellmuth, Juha Helppi, huge results last year, but in the relegation zone right now, the defending champion. Ready to roll, and I'm thrilled to be joined. Always honored to be sitting aside the Flying Dutchman, Marcel Lusk. As far as guys like Hellmuth, Helppi, and Ian Fraser go, if you're in their position and you need to get points, do you want to go for it early or sit back?
I will put pressure straight away. I will play as many hands as if I can, and then put them on the test and put pressure on them from the off. Let them know where I come from and what I'm up to. And then let the poker god be with you, because you have to make the stand. It's like a Tony G game, what he does. And it works. He went down deep, but he came back and he wins it out straight.
Well, I mean, it looks like that's what Hellmuth is doing. He's played the first hand under the gun with a 9-jack.
Yeah.
And do you think he's come out here with a sort of a different game plan rather than just last?
He have to.
I'm known for not being on tilt the last few years.
Do you think out of the 6 billion... do you think
I can't tilt. I mean, the people play so badly.
Out of the 6 billion people on the planet, would you say you're the least
It's not good
tilted?
enough when you say I'm the best player in the world because I got 11 bracelets. Let's be honest.
Well, 10 years ago, I was quite tilty.
I know
out
he
of
got the
6
most
billion.
bracelets, but that's where it ends, because he's a very good Hold'em player. But so are the other players on the table. There are some of them who have moves Phil may not ever have seen that they exist. Look at Roland DeWolf with his 6 deuce offsuit.
That was pretty incredible, wasn't it?
So when you lost like 6 blinds in the cash game...
Well, already we're seeing Ian Fraser, Phil Hellmuth playing pots here. Sharp's raised this one to 5,000, and he's got 2 callers in the blinds.
Wow.
One of the players, Tony G.
Look at this hand. 8-7.
I checked top pair to him like 30 times, and I never won a pot.
And
Okay, that was
a
one
nice
pot of many.
flop
All
for
right.
Fraser. As
your best game.
Eddie's bet it was second pair. Would you be raising here if you were Ian, or do you just is calling all right?
I would not open up myself for a re-raise, because I cannot call a re-raise with top pair with a medium kicker. So I would call it to see what's going on the turn. If he's coming out betting, I know he's playing top pair most of the time. Like now he check, I will put pressure on. And that's what Eddie is doing as well.
10,000.
Is this tough for Ian now to make a call?
Well,
he's got top pair.
I wouldn't find it tougher to make the call. I just play the hand like this. If I play in it with a top pair and a medium kicker, I'm in it, then I cannot go back because he's betting out. What should he be afraid of? Then he should lay down the hand in the first place when he when somebody bets, because he cannot expect his kicker to be good.
This pot's getting bigger and
Of
bigger,
course.
and I have the feeling that Scharf is just gonna check this on the river, isn't he?
He has
'Cause,
to check
yeah,
it on the river now.
If Fraser has a draw, he's beating him, and if Fraser's got an 8,
15,000.
Scharf knows he's losing the hand as it is, but he still pays. He don't like it at all. Ah,
15 was only to stop you betting 25, I think, Ed.
yes.
I've got an 8.
Oh.
You win.
He feels sick now because this is not in his category of playing. That's why he feels sick. But that's the hammer you get in the beginning, and then you're going like through the ice, you know, like, well, I'm in the water, I have to swim.
right?
And that's how Eddie's feeling now, that he's way
you're
behind
right.
already.
Yeah, it's a good pot for Fraser, but for Eddie Scharf, that river bet, Marcel, the difference between him having 75,000, which is 3/4 of his stack, and 62, which is closer to half.
But I mean,
He had nuts
You know.
all right by the looks of that.
It's like a boxing match between 6 people. They try to push each other a little bit around and feel the
if I
strength.
say I can't remember, would you believe me?
And
What did you
I
say?
mean,
I think you all would believe me.
No,
the tension is getting
you
bigger
believe that
because
you remembered what
I
you
mean,
had.
Jura is waiting there, boiling inside, trying to not showing it outside.
Raise
Phil is
5,000.
trying to be very friendly.
Not call.
Scharf has raised this to 5,000, and Helmuth defending from his big blind with not much of a hand, but it is leading.
Check,
He's checked dark,
check.
and a Scharf check to give this up. Turn card coming. It's a nice bet, 3,000 from Phil. And you'd think Eddie would be done with this here, but no.
Raise to 6.
That bet's going to win it. And, you know, 6 years ago, or maybe longer, when Eddie Scharf won his bracelet, Helmuth feels like it was his bracelet. He was at the final table. Scharf has been in Helmuth's head from that point forward.
You must be a better player than me, Eddie. Didn't you tell me that I've never beat you? I never beat you, right?
No, you never beat me.
That's what you said, right?
Well, up until now, I mean,
No, that's what he said.
Always thinking of the big picture.
That's what he said. He said, you never beat me.
So that means if you beat him, you can go out with it.
And these players, they know how important it is for Phil to do well here. Doesn't that mean they can put pressure on him?
Oh, they will put pressure on him. And they're well aware of
Cut
that.
down.
Phil is just
Is he ever
hope
going to get a penalty?
for the
Raise
poker
is
god to give him a
5,000,
hand
please.
when they put pressure on him. To come
Better
out and
see the
say,
card
this
in.
is the Phil Helmut I
Give him
wanted
a
to
hand,
show you.
something like that.
Okay,
It's a good start from the Razor, but
maybe they can't
healthy.
Is it up or down?
You
Cool.
see, he still plays
You
very
high or low?
conservative. Lay back.
He doesn't get too involved early, does he?
50,000
He's playing a very good game, even when he
It's a
didn't
better bet than you did
It's a lot
before.
of
made
people
it
pass,
that far.
You know, it's gotta, you know, I don't know how it goes.
He's a player in the field that will always be there, having a chance
8,000.
to win the tournament.
He's led at this with just ace high. Now Fraser's got the middle pair. How should Ian think about this? I mean,
Oh, he feels he's in a bad spot because he don't know what he's up to. He has no spade. There's no overcard there, and even when you are had the 8, he has probably a better kicker.
Cool.
just calling to see what Juha does on the turn.
If you are betted out on the turn, there is no change. He cannot call the bet anymore.
That's
Like-
a good card for
It's
Juha.
very good card for Juha. But will he bet it now? Because he might take the advantage of getting a free card. He bet it.
And you know, if he bets,
20,000.
that's like 20.